All right. So Anglia Ruskin University is a modern public university. We are headquartered in UK, United Kingdom. So we have started in 1858 as Cambridge School of Arts, and then after many metamorphoses, we are finally running successfully as Anglia Ruskin University as a full-fledged university from 1995 onwards. So as I said, we are in UK and we are present in 5 cities of UK, which are Cambridge, as you can see, this is our oldest campus. Then we have Chelmsford, which is our largest campus. We have a campus in London City. Then we have campus in Peterborough and Whittle. So apart from Whittle, all the other campuses are located in Tier 1 and Tier 2 cities of UK, which means prime cities of UK. And as you can see already in the notes in the left-hand side, that how well connected these cities are with London, as Cambridge is only 15 minutes from King's Cross Station, London. Chelmsford is 35 minutes away. Peterborough is 1 hour 10 minutes away. Then Brittle, the only campus that we are having in a village, it's only 15 minutes away from Chelmsford, only 3 kilometers from Chelmsford. So anybody who is studying in Brittle campus, they can stay at Chelmsford and they can commute daily also if they are not finding any interest of staying in a village. Now proceeding, ARU, Anglia Ruskin University is proud for many factors. First of all, because we are within the top 350 university in world and within top 40 universities in UK. We have maintained this ranking since last 8 to 9 years. Okay. Apart from that, we are also within the top 15% in the country for graduate employment, as per the survey done by Higher Education Statistics Agency in 2023. Further, if I tell about our achievements, we are TEF gold rated. TEF is Teaching Excellence Framework. As you can see, it's an award that the public universities of UK gets. So all the education level things are considered like quality of education, the portfolio of the faculties, the infrastructural facilities and support that the university is giving for the students. All these are things are taken into consideration while TEF ranking is given to any university. So there are three categories of TEF, basically bronze, silver, and gold. So we are the holder of the gold category, right? Also, last but not the least, we have won the University of the Year award by Times Higher Education. Times Higher Education is a group who decides the rankings of the universities, especially in UK. So they have claimed us, Anglia Ruskin University, to be the best university in 2023. Why? Because we were awarded with this University of the Year just because of two reasons, namely Ruskin module and live briefing. So Ruskin module is a pattern of our course modules, which includes the pattern of subjects that we include in our course module for all the courses, and the module of and the teaching patterns of the no, Ruskin module. Hmm. The modules that we include in our courses, which is updated and upgraded as per industry demand. So that is basically falls under Ruskin module. This is a pattern of how we design our modules. Our faculty leads of particular courses, they design their course modules is called the Ruskin module. Okay, now live briefing is nothing but giving a live exposure to the student in forms of inviting industrial experts from different sectors. They discuss with the students with live case studies, and then they have one-to-one discussion with the student as well. So our main motive here behind Ruskin module and live briefing remains to give the student a wonderful industrial exposure right from the day one of their class start. Now, if we proceed forward, we have categorized our courses in four major heads or faculties. So I must say in this regards that we have almost 300 and above courses for international and domestic students, and we have categorized all of them in these four main faculties, which is the faculties of business and law, the faculty of health, medicine, and social care. Then we have faculty of science and engineering, and then we have faculty of arts, humanities, and education. All right. So all of our courses come under these four categories only. Right. Now, the application process, we require some basic information if student gives us an application, we all know about, we are already aware about the application processes because we have already came through those steps. The basic documents are required, like academics. Then, for any application in outside of India, we require some additional documents like passport comes into place. We require the CV also. We require SOP, which we call as a personal statement. Then we require letter of references. It should be from the educational institute of the student, and if the student was working, then we require a reference from their employer as well, right? So SOP is nothing but a document where the student has to explain, right, in his own words, that why the student is choosing that particular country, that particular university, and that particular course. What are the student's future's goal, and how this choice of course and university will help them to adhere with that future goals. So these all things should be summarized into that statement of person. So this is basically a document from which the admission team in the university gets to know these students more than they gets to know with their mark sheets and all the other documents. To proceed with the basic entry requirement, I'll start with the undergraduate degree first. So as you can see, we start accepting application from 50% onwards if the student has completed their 12th from West Bengal board. Then 55% if the student has completed their 12th from Delhi, Mumbai, Tamil Nadu, CBSE and ICSE boards. Then for the other state boards, we start taking application from 60% and onwards. The number of year gap, which we accept for an undergraduate program is 2 years. When I say year gap, I mean gap after a student has passed the class 12 or plus 2 and the student is applying for our undergraduate program. The gap between that should not exceed than 2 years. When we say a gap of 2 years, we also mean that the gap should be justified. Student cannot sit idle and without doing anything in that gap period. Going forward with the postgraduate entry requirements, so 3 year of bachelor's or 4 year of bachelor's, as we all know, 3 year of bachelor's like BA, BSc, BCom, or if any professional subjects like engineering or medical, it can go up to 4 years. We accept all the cases. The basic entry requirement for this will be 50 to 59%. So starting from 50% onwards, if any student is having 50% and above in their undergraduate degree, we can accept their application. Okay. So, as I said, 4 year Bachelor of Law has to be done if the student is interested to proceed for LLM. Now, again, there is an exception with the University of Delhi and University of Calcutta, wherein the students can apply if they are having only 45% and onwards. Now, going forward, applicants with only less than 10 receipts, which means backlogs. The number of backlogs in undergraduate program should not exceed than 10, and students should have cleared all the backlogs in one extra year only. So there can be cases where student might not have any backlogs, but there can be medical reasons or any other personal reason for which the student was not able to finish their um, undergraduate program in the designated period. So they can take only one extra year. Like if the student is doing a BCom program, they can complete it within 4 years because BCom is a 3 year program. Well, going forward for postgraduate program, we accept only 5 years of gap. For example, if the student is applying for September 24 intake, then the student has to complete their undergraduate program at least in 2019 or later. Now, applicants who have completed from distance learning or vocational or open schooling or diploma, they have to have IELTS, PT, TOEFL, or any other equivalent English language certificates with them. Now, we all know that studying abroad attracts some English language certifications as well. Some of the common English language certificates are like IELTS, PT, TOEFL, etc. So here are the requirements that Anglia Ruskin University expects their students to have in their English language test. So if I tell for UG, the requirement for IELTS is 6.0 with 5.5 in each band. For TOEFL, it's 80 overall with minimum 17 in writing and listening, 18 in reading, and 20 in speaking. For PT, it's 60 overall with 59 in all components. Same requirements for PG is 6.5 for IELTS with 5.5 in each band, 88 overall in TOEFL, and the component-wise score remains the same, and PT is 61 overall with 59 in each component. Now, ARU does not accept any home-based or online examinations of these tests. So all of these tests should be academic and institute-based. Okay. Going forward, we have some wonderful thing or a facility for our student, which we call as IELTS waiver, which means if any student is having at least 65% in their plus two English marks and English was their first language in plus two, then they will be eligible for an IELTS waiver. So IELTS waiver is nothing. We can accept the application without any English language certifications like IELTS, PT, TOEFL, etc. So this is what we call as IELTS waiver. Going forward, we offer some particular scholarships to our student, which is dependent on merit and some early payment discount as well. So if I go by the postgraduate requirements, so majority of the postgraduate programs in Anglia Ruskin University are one-year program. So if any student is having basic 50 to 59%, they will get £2,000 of scholarship. If 60% and above, they will get £4,000 of scholarship. Now for undergraduate program, in their first year, if students are having 60 to 69%, they will get £2,000. And then beyond 70%, they will get £4,000 of scholarship. And for UG in their second and third year, they will get another 1,000 and £1,000 of discount in each year, but that will depend on their previous year's performance. Apart from all this, we have early payment discount of £1,000 as well, which student can avail beyond this £4,000 of merit scholarships. Going forward, this is the basic admission process which the student has to follow. First of all, student has to apply through an agent portal with all the relevant documents that I discussed with the first or second slide. Then Anglia Ruskin University will issue them with some conditional offer letter. So, offer letter which will have certain condition. Initial deposit payment which applicants has to make to confirm their application in the university is one of the basic condition that every conditional offer letter will have. So this initial deposit payment is amounted to 4,000 GBP for Anglia Ruskin University. It is a part of the tuition fee only that the student has to pay in advance immediately after getting the offer. And the payment should be done through Flywire only. Now, once the student meets all the other condition, so the other condition can include any document condition if student has not uploaded any document while making the application. Those document requirement will come as condition. If student has any English requirement condition for IELTS, PT, TOEFL, etc., they will have that also as a condition. So once all the conditions are met and student has made the payment, student will get an unconditional offer letter along with access for a portal called Cash Shield. So Cash Shield is a portal wherein the cash process of the student takes place. In Cash Shield now the student has to upload all the financial documents, medical test reports, academic documents, which the university will verify. Then university will conduct a pre-CAS interview or the final interview, after which university will release the CAS letter of the student. So if I explain CAS is nothing but a letter which every UK university has to give to their students. The full form of CAS is Confirmation of Acceptance of Studies. Until and unless an UK university is awarding this letter to any student, that particular student will not be eligible to apply for a Tier 4 student visa for UK. Right. Now, once all these things are done, student gets the cash. After the student is getting the cash, student has to apply for visa. Once student applies for visa and gets the visa, student has to clear at least 60% of the net tuition fees of that particular course, which will then the student will complete the online enrollment. This 60% payment is also a part of that online enrollment. After these things are done, student has to book their tickets for UK and they has to join the university. So as of now, the course fees of the Anglia Ruskin University is somewhere ranging from 16,000 to 18,000 pounds for any postgraduate program, and from 14 to 17,000 pounds for any undergraduate programs. If I tell about the employability service and support that Anglia Ruskin University gives to its student, I have to start it with the dedicated placement department or employment bureau that our university has. The placement department takes care of the final placements of the student. They start training the students from the basic level, like how to prepare the student's CV. And then they offer campus jobs fairs, workshops, employer visits. They also help the students in interview preparation by taking several rounds of mocks. A part of this employment department, we have named them as ARU Temps. ARU Temps takes care of the part-time jobs for the student. So Anglia Ruskin University, as of now, is the only university who takes care of the part-time job of the student as well. So we source various part-time jobs from where our students can check the opportunities which is relevant for them and they can apply for them. The ARU Temps department will help them in any issue that the student might be facing in getting a part-time job also. Apart from this, we have entrepreneurship incubator program also, wherein we help the student in building themselves as entrepreneurs. That is also conducted by a third department called AREA, Anglia Ruskin Enterprise Academy. So, all right, these are the basic details about Anglia Ruskin University. Thank you.